Alright, what's up everybody? Welcome to this special edition of Naruto D&D. You might be wondering why it's special. It's because Nick is a motherfucker, told us all to pretty much be up at 6:30 a.m. and he's not fucking here.
You mean a moth?
Mothfucker, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Oh,
Alright.
Gosh dang.
So, where we left off... Oh, sorry. Where we left off, we were in the middle of a little bit of a war. So... yeah, you might be wondering what my screen's looking at right now. It's because I haven't zoomed out or gone to the right area, so sorry. Nick might show up in the middle of this. Let's hope he does. Otherwise, he's,
A moth fucker.
he may or may not be dead. Everyone roll for initiative.
Those high rolls, though. Shit. It's never that high. Hey, nice hair, by the way, Zach. Rock and roll.
Party on, Wayne. But
Party on, Garth.
something like just fell from the top of my closet to the bottom of my closet, and it kind of scared the fuck out of me.
It's okay. It's just someone who's going to try and kill you.
Hey, man, I was wondering what that fucking smell was.
GG.
How do you get the fuck scared out of you? I want it scared in.
That's why you got to be scared by like that little girl from The Ring.
Oh, shut up, man. Fucking... You can't even talk about it or it'll happen. What's wrong with you?
I don't give a shit. I saw a girl fucking climbing out of my monitor. I'd fucking punch her. First thing I do.
GG.
It's like, alright, fuck off now.
Natural
Okay.
reaction. Punch first.
So, reactions might be a little slow. And everyone might seem a little tired. And that's all thanks to Nick, who's not even here. So if you have any complaints, yell at him. I'll move this over here. You may or may not have just seen a plumbus. People who are watching. Alright, so quick recap on what happened. The team held off a large group of grass ninja and discovered that the grass village has been destroyed. They also may or may not have encountered Shoitsu, the god killer, because they found a corpse floating through a river. So, yeah. I have no idea what you're looking at. Oh, is that the Ring video?
That's the Ring video.
Oh, okay.
Everyone will die now.
That's okay, no problem. I'm preparing my whole life to die.
I bought a katana on
That's
eBay.
That's a good point.
GG.
Alright.
I thought about that
Sticky.
way.
So, you're all on the wall right now chilling. Anything anyone wants to do?
Oh, we are chilling.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't my health get knocked down really far last time? That was bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Same
You all are
thing.
still very damaged. Except for Hajime, who wasn't there for half the fight.
Some would say that's a wise move. It was a wise move.
7 days.
Yeah, did we already
Yeah,
count
fuck
that?
off.
Trying to think to myself. Did we already contact someone about the? Yeah, we did. We did contact about the god killer. So,
That was the last thing we did.
yeah.
So now we're all kind of panicking.
Should we send a scouting team?
I think we should sit here and rest.
Yeah, Mike, go ahead. Go look for the god killer.
I didn't say me.
He's not pissed off at me. He didn't even see me there, so I don't know how he missed me. I'm a giant, but you guys do that. We'll call it the river.
alright.
We're just like, fuck you guys. But you know, giant, you're all right.
All right, so let's I guess rest then. Sure.
Alright. So, everyone's just going to sit there and rest. Everyone, you get a short rest bonus. So, up your health and your chakra by your level. So, some time passes. And you're just hearing little bits and pieces on the radio as things are happening. It seems as though your team, you know, your side, the Leaf Ninja, are pushing back quite extravagantly against the Grass Ninja.
Yeah, fuck those nerds.
Roll spot check, everybody. Or a listen check, whichever's higher.
I can guarantee they're both the same.
I didn't get shit.
Ibuki do one too. She's better than me.
You damn right she is.
GG. Ooh,
Never
she
mind.
didn't hear it.
Never mind. She sucks dick.
Listen, check.
Hope you're a white girl, because she's gonna fuck you.
Whoa.
Oh, damn. You're fucked by the white pussy.
White girl of the West.
Gee.
So Lane, Hajime, and Shiro. What did you do first off? Did you listen or do a spot?
I did a listen.
I did a spot.
All
It
right.
doesn't matter what I did.
So Lane, you hear just kind of a in the
Oh,
distance.
there it is.
Shiro and Hajime, you're just kind of looking around, and all of a sudden you see that there is some kind of like figure floating in the sky, and it seems to be getting a little bit bigger.
Say something, guys.
It's a bird. It's a plane.
What's that?
Oh God! And you recognize it as it approaches to be the God Killer.
Get
Um,
a job.
So you
Stage.
said what's that?
Yeah, so what's that?
Okay, that's what Knox
Give it a
said.
long
Okay, gotta go,
voice.
guys. See you later. No, I'm just kidding. Not yet.
Are you inside me? What the?
What the fuck,
Oh my
Mike?
God! What happened while I wasn't looking?
This just got dark. Whatever.
Gee.
Dark. It got weird.
That's literally dark, like the anal cavity.
GG.
Although it was probably dark to begin with.
Oh.
Rip.
Well,
I mean,
Look at my
that's-
picture.
I mean, that's not even. It's just like because absence of light. That wasn't trying to be like a race joke. If that's what people are thinking.
we're all red on the inside.
GG.
And dark. That was. I mean, that was kind of my point. Anyway,
Not if you're a vampire.
to get away from the butthole topic.
GG.
Boy.
So you see, you hear the Gyaku immediately. She kind of yells, "All right, Masute, he's here." At which point you see Masute jumps forward,
They've been waiting for this.
and where is it? There it is.
Is he within visible range? The God Killer?
Yes,
Oh, there he is. Okay, I just scrolled up. I was like, what?
Oh, he's in there. He's actually in there. Oh,
he's
okay.
actually on the map.
Release the river.
Yeah. So you see the Masute summons the puppet snake of his.
Mustangs
And,
gonna die.
He's gonna approach a little bit more.
A little
That's
bit.
not a little bit. That's a lot of it.
In your grill.
And he is now. Here, I'm gonna move us to a little bit more in front of everybody.
Well, that
at
shows
which
nice
point-
of him.
At which point you see that Shoitsu he kind of just walks up on the team, and he goes, well, if it isn't my favorite group, how is everyone doing today?
Good, and you?
Oh, I'm splendid now that you're all here. It's time
To duel.
cut open some bodies.
Duel.
Did see this coming.
Well, would you look at the time? After I just remembered I gotta go feed my cat. Okay.
I gotta go feed Fubuki, you know.
Alright. Let's
So if you'd like, you can take actions here if you want to preemptively do anything, starting with Lane.
I'm just gonna grab 2 kunai and be ready.
All right, Shiro.
are we doing this? Are we fighting this guy?
No.
No!
Fuck. No fight. It would be like those ninjas that just got drained.
Marco says, "Well, that depends. I don't think it I think it's exactly up to us."
Hello.
Alright, so I guess if you guys what's your plan? I say to Marco.
Marco just kind of remains quiet. He's just kind of like, At which point you hear Masate, he kind of yells from upon the snake. Says, it's simple. We kill him.
I'll follow your lead then. Yes, I drive my blade. Draw my katana and let's do this. Actually, no, I'm not gonna draw. That'd be stupid. I'm just gonna be ready. If so attack comes at me, I'm gonna ready an action. A move action move right here. 20 feet away. Hopefully the radius isn't that big. Alright, let's do it.
All right. There is that. Sorry, I'm opening up my other sheet. So next person, no, that's someone who doesn't actually exist. Why do I still have that character sheet? Silas.
Huh? Oh. Um. Well, yeah, I'm kind of scared right now.
Yeah. I know what you mean, dude. We can't have to die right now.
No. That's silly.
I feel like we should probably get the fuck out of here, but
We don't really have the option to, is the thing.
what do you mean we can't run?
If we run, we're leaving the village undefended.
We're gonna leave the village undefended anyway. This guy's gonna kill us.
Then we can give our lives for the Leaf Village.
We are Leaf Shinobi.
I want to live. I like my character.
Don't worry.
Okay, then
Double.
I guess I'll fucking draw my sword.
That's the spirit. We are Leaf Shinobi.
And Hajime. Did it already go to you? You're muted.
Oops. I'm just gonna pull out my Fuma Shuriken.
Okay. Which point you see Ken is then going to draw his sword. Henko, you see she's going to pull out a couple of scrolls, and Marco readies his fists.
I just imagine
They're just like,
that's just
yeah, that's what I've seen, Silas.
yeah.
Yeah, one eye closed, just like.
And Kozakai bends over trying to suck his own dick.
That is exactly what I think he would do. Yeah, that
Mhm.
totally sounds in character. Good job.
Here, let me help.
What did I have these characters back here for? They were tied up, weren't they? Like,
Yeah, they're tied up. I don't know why this guy's right here.
all right.
Can we throw them? Can we go throw them at him first?
That's within your power, yeah.
Silas picks up all 5 of them and just throws them at one time.
By time! Ah, 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 ah.
We have an offering for you, God.
GG.
All right, so a little bit immediately happens here. So the Sand Ninja are all going to take a turn before you all this time.
Oh, good.
At which point, you see Marco jumps onto Manda and jumps at him with his fist ready.
Oh, I like Marco. Oh.
At which point, you see Choitsu just kind of holds his hand out and Marco stops midair and he just slams him down into the water. And you just a huge wave burst comes from it, and so he is now currently underwater.
Good.
Oh, dang. You said good?
No.
At which point, Henko. Actually, no, she can
Not
stay where she was.
Hanko.
I see that she throws open a scroll, and she summons a. Where the fuck is her sheet? Throws open the scroll, and she summons Her full blade. Much like Silas's.
Haha, you're not a
And you see
winner.
that she gets her, she winds up to throw it, and immediately Choitsui just kind of looks at her, and he shoots another. He holds out his hand again and just kind of makes like a effect, and she is immediately knocked backwards off the wall, and she takes fall damage.
Damn.
And now actual combat starts.
Yep, because I was at the same expression. I was like, I was like,
Right. So at this point, Henko is unconscious. That was something I'm just kind of doing a little bit. Don't worry about the specifics of that. All right. So let's start combat.
Did Gyaku go? Can't remember.
No, she hasn't done anything.
She knows
She
better.
never does anything.
She knows better.
All right. So you can initiate a fight if you would like, but pretty much we're just moving in turns now. So the order, just so everyone is aware, remember it's Lane, Shiro, Hajime, Silas, everyone else that's on your team. I realized I put my name instead of enemies. All right.
GG.
So Lane, you're first up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I already know what I'm doing.
So Masate, I'll say that this starts off with Masate. He just kind of looks behind him. He says, "Don't worry, everyone. I'll take care of this."
Then I'm gonna
You know what?
set up.
Gyaku's actually going to jump next to him. Now you're
Okay. Then I'm gonna set up a ready action to when after Masute makes an attack, I'm gonna throw 2 kunai at
good. Okay.
God Killer guy.
Okay. That everything that you're doing?
Yeah. Setting them
All
up.
right. Shiro, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna jump on top of here with these guys.
All right.
Jump check.
These guys.
You gonna be in front?
Yeah.
All right.
And with any luck, I'll be able to dodge.
It's close enough that I'm not gonna ask for a jump check on that. It's only on harder jumps that I'm going to make you actually roll checks for the most part now.
Okie dokie.
All right, and then I'm gonna take up.
You're a ninja. You're expected to do a certain amount.
All right, GG. All right, I'm gonna activate speed rank 2, and take up a total defense stance.
Okay. Out of curiosity, what's your defense right now?
Oh shit.
Let me tell you.
I'm just curious. I just
It's
want
not
to know
gonna
what it is.
I mean, is it gonna matter? I don't think it's gonna matter.
I'm just curious.
All right, so +2 right now, and +6. 29.
29? Okay.
Not
That'll be
enough.
something like that.
Not enough.
All right, so that's it for you. Hajime.
I'm gonna run over to Henko and see if there's anything, like, not really do a treat injury, but see if I can wake her up and make sure she's okay.
How are you going to try and wake her up? Just.
Well, first I'm gonna try splashing water on her.
Okay.
Wake up, bitch!
Let's have her roll a fortitude save. With a little bit of an ease since you're throwing water on her.
Not hard.
I said I said easier. Do you want a harder time?
It's not because you're throwing water
She
on
remains
her.
unconscious.
It's because she's unconscious. Nerd.
GG.
Do I see any, like, injuries or anything?
Nothing that seems like fatal.
Brain hemorrhaging?
That's inside. You wouldn't be
I
able
was
to
gonna,
see
I was gonna
that.
say, yeah, you see that through her eyes.
GG.
You can do a treat injury check.
I want to try.
The mueras.
Look at you.
You can tell that she pretty much, she might have a concussion, but it seems like she just kind of hit her head.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's my turn.
All right. Silas.
Question. You
Yes.
didn't see me raise my hand just then. That's stupid. Question. Are the wires still on the bridge?
Oh, like Owari's current thing?
Yes.
Yeah, you see that they're still there.
Okay, I'm gonna run over there and I'm gonna use my big sword. I'm gonna drag it all the way across every one of those wires. Really quick.
GG.
I know it's gonna hurt. They
Oh,
gotta
okay, so you're
know.
just trying to just like make a reaction with it.
Yeah. I'd like
Okay.
to point out that my handle has rubber on it, so I'm just saying.
Using real physics.
That's convenient.
I know.
I mean, that makes sense for your handle not to be made of metal.
Usually
Okay, I'm gonna say you don't take any damage from that.
Sweet. And then yep, I'm gonna go into total defense mode.
All right.
Or stance, whatever. I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh too much. And that's my turn.
All right. So at this point, Shiro, you feel the puppet below you. It seems to be making some movement that you might not be the most stable with. Roll bound. Anyone hearing that?
Yeah.
Somewhat. You said
Yeah.
roll a what?
A balance check.
Alright.
That was weird. All right. You are able to hold your composure upon the puppet.
We
And you can tell that the puppet below you is opening its mouth.
just give us
And from its mouth, you see, or you feel, or you see as it launches at Choitsu, you see a burst that's kind of like a cannonball of wind. And so that's going to make an attack at him.
Is that gonna smack him down?
And that's a miss. You see, it launches at Choitsu, and he just very easily, flies off to the side and dodges it. And then you see Gyaku. She, you can kind of feel a little bit of more chakra emanating from her. She's going to use a technique. And she's looking directly at Choitsu. I'll give him a name. Let me type his name real quick.
The God Killer.
All right, I'll type out the full. You inspired me.
Yeah, more of an effect. Tweets is cool, but
All right, so he is going to roll a will save. Which he fails. So you see, he's just kind of like standing there without moving in the middle of the air right now.
what did you do?
She just kind of chuckles and she says, "All right, if we're gonna make an attack, now's gonna be the time to do it."
Alright, you heard her. Pull all the stops.
And so, let's see, he's gonna need to roll a jump check here. Give me a second.
Is that better?
Significantly,
Yeah, that's
yep.
way better, dude.
Okay, for some reason in my sound settings on my computer, the other microphone mysteriously got put in the first, so I just disabled it.
All right, so that's a success.
GG.
Get back on Naruto D&D real quick.
I also want you to know that that's a legitimate roll.
Plus 53.
So you see,
To
you
go.
hear something from the water, and emerges from it. You see Marco is launching into the air and slams Choitsu in the face.
Plus 53.
Yeah. There's an ability that gives you a plus 40 to jump check.
Oh, jump. I was like, is that his attack roll?
Oh, no. Alright, so that is...
Unfortunately, when he slammed in the face, the dude just went.
So he slams Choitsu right in the head, and you see that kind of brings Choitsu back to reality. Snaps him out of what Gyaku did.
Back to reality.
Dang.
Up
And you
there
see-
goes gravity.
As he comes up, he lands back on the puppet and starts running up with y'all. Kozukai is going to...
Please be shaking, my son. Don't die on me.
I'm gonna roll something here real quick. I'm gonna roll it approximately like 20 times until I get a 1.
GG.
All right, so he makes a jump check. He goes to jump onto the snake with y'all, and he slips and falls onto the ground.
That's just bullcrap, man. He rolls a 20, but he rolls a 20 before the 1. He still doesn't make it.
It's only 4. 19.
What the fuck
I've-
is
GG.
My
Why do I
advice is,
keep blacking
fucking
out?
be here.
Brilliant.
He's the reason we're up this early.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up this early anyway. I'd been up actually earlier than this to go to work.
Fuck you, Mike.
GG.
So Kozukai falls flat on his face. Not only that, falls unconscious.
That was easy.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry.
He hit the rail, the wall. Just
Tripped over and busted.
Actually, what happened? No, he's also gonna take some damage. He tripped over the electrical current.
yeah,
GG.
Takes 3
Good.
points of damage.
he dabbed the ground there for a minute and just.
Yeah. All right. So there's that. They have gone. Have Henko roll another fortitude save here, but she still fails. And Ken is gonna jump up along with all of you on top of the snake.
Oh, that's gonna be like one target area.
Yeah, it will be. Oh.
That was fine.
Oh, that's very convenient.
GG.
And so at this point, Choitsu, he just kind of looks around and he just kind of laughs a little bit. He goes, oh. Sorry, it's going to take me an additional second. My Adobe crashed.
Rip.
I thought that was part of it.
GG.
I gotta reopen this.
Oh. Oh man.
So where's your baby at, Travis?
Where I should be.
Like a baby.
No, I don't want to ever fucking sleep like a baby. Fuck that. Wake up every 3 hours. Bullshit. Guess I am kind of sleeping like a baby right now, aren't I?
Yeah, you infant.
Thank you. GG.
Does she wake up a lot, Travis?
Yeah. She woke up 3 times last night.
Why don't you slap her and be like, "Go back to sleep, bitch"?
By the way, I'd like Nick to watch this video. Thanks, Nick. You know, like it 3 times last night, and then you're not here. It was your fucking idea, Nick.
GG. Taste that salt.
No. Okay, so you see Choichi, he just kind of holds his hands out, just like that. And you see all of you who are on top of the snake now need to roll a balance check.
Yeah, I knew it.
GG.
I'm over here on the bridge. Hi.
All right, he holds fine. Shield's fine.
Talking shit, but you know,
It's
we're on the
fine.
bridge, and that's a giant snake puppet. You know,
And he absolutely holds fine.
all I have to do is just get shoved back into us, and we're dead.
Yeah.
Waiting on you to roll yours, Shiro.
I rolled mine.
Oh,
Oh,
that was the
first one.
13. Oh, okay, I missed it. So you see that the ground that is beneath Manda, or the puppet, begins to shake, begins to crack open. And you see that Manda itself begins to fall within it, and pretty much gets stuck, from what you can tell.
Dang it.
At which point Masade just kind of chuckles and goes, "Do you really think that that's going to be enough to take down the snake?"
Yeah.
It's gonna decapitate the snake.
And Masade just Choitsu just kind of smiles and keeps looking at him. And now it's Lane's turn again.
You never did my attacks.
You're right. You get to roll 2 attack actions.
Hey.
Way to remember, because I sure as hell didn't.
I was hoping that
Well,
was
that's,
gonna work. If you click on the dice roller up in the corner, it brings up a dice roller, and I thought that might be able to like 2 at once, but it didn't.
No. If you just do like 1d20 plus 1d20, that's what that does. Or if you do the d20, you have to like select roll 2 d20.
Yeah,
In which case, oh, yeah, that is all it does. Then you've got to choose separate. Never mind.
yeah, that's what I did pick.
Okay.
Well, I just rolled, and they were exactly the same, and I feel like this dice roller is cheating.
So both of those are misses, and they fling right by Choitsu.
Okie dokie.
GG.
That sucks.
That does suck hard.
But now it's your full action again, your full turn.
I don't want to get off the wall.
GG, you're a wise man.
You just do what Nick does. Kozukai does.
Slam your face into the ground.
Easy.
No. Okay, I'm gonna move up here and throw another shirt or another kunai.
Okay. That's a hit. And roll another d20 to confirm critical.
Oops.
That's a miss. It doesn't matter. The first number is all that matters.
Okay.
Smack him though.
So you still get your regular attack. So 1d20 plus, or the 1d4 plus your dex.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, Travis.
8 damage.
All right. So he takes 8 points of damage.
Well, that tickled.
GG.
Now, you're gonna say something?
No. I'm gonna say
All
it's a throwing weapon.
Shiro, you are up.
Hey, Yaku, can you do that thing you just did?
She looks at you and she just kind of smiles. Of course.
Sweet.
It's not my
So
turn, though.
So instead, I'm gonna ready an action. When she does that, I'll jump and attack him with. I can't do that in my. I didn't train it. I'm just gonna do regular attack.
Okay. Just ready a regular attack action. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have to jump at him.
All right. So I'm gonna jump and attack.
Okay, when she makes her action.
Yeah. But for the time being, I'll take total defense.
You're gonna break your total defense once you do the attack.
All right. That's cool. Or do I need to just make a full attack action for or a full round action?
Well, I mean, it's kind of pointless to enter the total defense stance because she's gonna go before him.
All right. Screw it then. Already the action. Screw total defense.
Okay. So, next up is Hajime.
Kind of just gonna go back and guys, and I'm gonna throw my Fuma Shuriken.
All right, make a ranged attack hit. That is a miss.
Okay.
And so you throw that, and he just very easily dodges that as well. Next up is Silas.
Okay. Let's say I get on my radio, and I'm gonna call for help because we're clearly outmatched.
Well,
All right.
Anyway.
Okay, so I'm gonna get on there. Is anybody there?
And you recognize Shikmar responds. He goes, hello?
We need everyone here now.
Whoa, calm down. What's up?
The God Killer. He's here.
All right. I'll send someone. I'll dispatch someone your way. To hold steady.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Let's get something going here.
Okay.
I might as well do something. Everybody else is attacking, so why not? One of these fire techniques actually does more, has more range, I think, than the other one does. 20 plus 10 feet per every 2 levels. How far away is he from me?
30 feet.
Hey, so I can make that.
GG.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the Haisen no Jutsu, and it gonna Ray deals 2d6 points of damage, and the target must make a reflex save to avoid catching on fire. So yeah, 2d6.
It's a melee attack, isn't it? A melee touch or a range touch. I mean. What's the name of the ability?
Hysen no Jutsu.
Haisen no Jutsu. Thank you.
How do you
Says
spell
from-
Hyson?
Hisen. It says it's
HI,
range
okay.
medium, 20 feet plus 10 foot for every 2 levels.
The user must succeed a range touch attack.
So what does that mean?
That means you've
You
got to
gotta
make
touch
a 1d20 plus your range versus his touch defense.
Okay.
And that's what determines whether or not it hits.
Oh, I get you now. Man, I'm tired. Just give me a minute.
It's all good, dude.
So 1d20 plus 6. I gotta get a critical to land this one. Okay. What are the odds?
Well, you never know. His touch defense might be pretty low.
Part of the dice guide me.
Unfortunately, it's not that low.
All right.
So you extend a bolt of fire towards his way, pretty much, and yeah, doesn't quite work out for you. Make sure to drop your chakra as well.
Yep, sure will.
All right. So I'm gonna give a little bit of a bonus at this one. No. All right. Henko remains unconscious. These people who are behind you, you see, you begin to hear Silas and Lane and Hajime. You see that they are standing up and they are getting ready to start running.
They ought to. That's the best idea we've had all day. I mean,
So pretty much their turn right now is just them standing up. At which point, you see that the puppet once again opens its mouth. Except this time, out of the, you see that what emerges from its mouth isn't like a cannonball. You see a giant burst of flame is shooting out, completely enveloping Choitsu. And you begin to hear, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" He just pretty much bursts all the flames away. He just goes, "Ah, did you really think that would work on me?" At which point you see Masade at this point begins to get a little bit irritated. He's like, "What in the world?" And
Same
Gyaku.
Scott killer.
Gyaku is going to make her save attack against him. Which at this time, he actually succeeds on his will save, so he completely remains ineffective. Shiro, is your attack going to go through?
Yeah.
All right. So make your jump check, and then your attack.
By Shiro.
By Shiro. Jeez.
You succeed that jump quite easily.
Alright, sweet. Man, hit. That boy.
And that is a miss.
Nerd.
GG.
So now at this point, you can either, you can try to kind of choose where you're going to land, either in the water or like on the shoreline.
Yeah, on the shoreline. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Well, that's a nasty place to be.
See, Marco, he kind of walks up forward a little bit, and he readies himself. Ken is going to stand right at his side and do the same thing. And you see Choitsu once again kind of just holds his hands out. And you see, Shiro, you more than anyone see this. You see that the water that is all around you begins to rise up towards Choitsu.
You raise me up.
And you see, pretty much, he is using the entire river here, pretty much.
Can I like counter it? Like fight him with it? Like, I've got the high ground.
I don't
Trying
want
to push the water back down.
You can try.
It's not
Okay. What would you want me to roll?
Roll 1d20.
We're pretty much your ninjutsu versus his ninjutsu.
I can roll my ninjutsu.
Yep, full ninjutsu.
Come
I mean,
on,
at
now,
least I got
D20.
that benefit.
Come on now, D20.
Oh,
Well,
Yes!
You win.
Yes! He wins!
let's try that one more time, shall we?
He awakens his bloodline to its maximum potential. Freezes him to death.
Oh man, that's awesome.
He wins. Yeah, you did better than I thought you would, so hey, at least there's that.
I mean, I tried.
Yeah, you try, but you see the water, his he's just too strong, and his attack is going to proceed. And it is pretty much a giant flume of doom.
Flume of Doom, huh?
Mm-hmm. So everyone who's pretty much in this direction needs to roll a reflex save.
So all of us?
What are the
Yeah.
odds?
Sounds like a great name of a rock band, Flume of Doom. You said a reflex save?
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right, Hajime, your fails. Silas, your succeeds.
Oh, cool.
Lane,
I rolled a
yours
critical
fails.
one. Oh my
Lane
god.
gets carried away with the wave. Bye,
I
Lane.
guess everyone else that needs to roll is on me.
Because it deals with water, would I get a bonus?
What about Fubuki?
You've only powered me
Oh,
up.
yeah,
kinda
roll
like
for
Iron
Fubuki.
Man.
Alright.
Kind of like Iron Man when Thor hits him. Like, no, you've only powered me up. Now I'm like 300 times. So let's
don't
just
have
roll
evasion,
my
right?
ninjutsu.
You don't have evasion, right?
Would that be
Well-
a technique?
Who,
Yeah,
Fubuki?
or a feat or an ability. No,
Who?
Hajime.
Well, Fubuki is short enough to be below the guardrail there, so wouldn't the wave just like hit the rail and miss her?
It'd be like a Disneyland ride. Kind of comes over, splash.
GG. But she does have evasion now. I didn't make it. Someone new.
You know, I'm gonna say it's. I mean, it's something that's kind of there regardless. I'm gonna say that she jumps and avoids the water like that when it's coming her way.
Well, can I fucking
Just
jump?
imagine
No.
this little dog going.
You aren't.
You don't.
GG.
You don't have evasion. I'll give you a bonus so that way you pass the reflex save, but you're still taking damage. It's not halved.
Well, I'm probably dead, guys. So
What's your health?
Nah, I rolled what I rolled. You don't need to give me a bonus.
Oh no, you're gonna be fine.
Spare die.
Oh shit! I do have a spirit die.
Do you want to use it here?
Don't use
No.
it. Well, use this
So
time.
pretty much a giant rushing wave of water comes up, and it knocks the snake and everyone who's on it back a little bit. All right, let's start doing these rolls here. All right, so you see Ken is knocked back.
Into silence.
You know, actually, let's run everyone back here first. So you see, as the water begins to go through the electrical current that Owari has set up, it begins to electrify at that point. So everyone who is behind the front end of the wall takes additional damage as well.
Oh,
great.
Yeah, let's just roll for damage real quick. What's the bonus
Sucks.
for that?
I'm dead. I'm totally dead.
It's
Don't
a
worry,
lot
I
of-
have a feeling he's gonna fuck with Kozukai more than.
It's a lot. Of,
Uh,
it's a lot of
I
water, though.
screwed
So,
up
I
on one of
mean-
those rolls. All right, everyone who's there only takes 9 points of damage.
Okay, I'm not as dead as I thought.
Only 9.
gee.
You see, you hear one of the guys who's in the back. You hear a few of them go, and they're pretty much getting surfed away with the current.
That's what
Yeah,
your
I was-
mom
I
sounded
was
like
gonna
last
say.
night.
Except
I
for
was
this
gonna
guy
say,
here
aren't
who rolls
they-
fast.
I was gonna say, aren't they all? Don't they all have like their hands tied up? So it's gonna be like, well, I'm dead.
Henko, because she's so close to the wall, the water just kind of falls over her like a beautiful waterfall.
Oh,
I knew Zach would like that.
Kozukei's gonna be fine.
What?
Fubuki passed.
What? Don't fuck. You're gonna fuck with him?
It's in the situation that it makes sense. So everyone, did you already take your damage, your health down?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So Ken, I need to drop as well.
At what point do you go unconscious?
It's 0.
Oh. Hey, fun fact, if you just type minus into your health bar, it just results Nan.
Yeah. Try that.
Mike, you're so black right now.
Just because of the lighting. Get closer to you so you can see the
No, we
that's
like
what
the
it
other
is.
mic better.
GG.
And so you see that everyone who was on top of the snake is also now knocked off of it, and they're knocked onto the wall.
Except for him.
And so that's it for Choitsu. And now Lane, you're up again.
Well,
Completely ignored you, Shiro. It's bullshit.
I mean, it was.
I didn't expect you to jump to the other
coincidental.
side, so.
I wasn't expecting to either. I was gonna have to land.
I guess I'll just throw another kunai.
All right. Another ranged attack. That was a miss.
Yep.
Rip.
All right, Shiro, you're up.
All right. Too bad he's over
Run.
there. That's probably not a bad move.
He's roughly 50 feet in the air, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, he can go down as a free action, can he? Or does he take a move action?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, I
it wouldn't be hard for him to get to your distance. I'm just saying if you're trying to attack him, he's 50 feet in the air.
Which means I have to do another jump. Nah. Yeah, I'm trying to regroup.
All right.
And take up a total defense stance.
All right. Let's drop your chakra for that as well.
There's chakra for that.
So what was the reflex save for?
Doesn't that? I mean, all stances require chakra.
Just one chakra, I guess.
It's just like a. It's not like a move stance. It's just an option, Connor. It doesn't cost chakra.
Doesn't total defense?
I was listening.
Nope. It's like an attack. It's like a basic attack action or something. It doesn't cost any chakra.
Total defense stance. Yeah, it costs 1 chakra.
That was
Really?
in the
Yeah.
main book.
Is that I
Is it
bowed you?
in,
So
oh, it's in the Naruto book?
Yeah.
what was the reflex
Total
save for?
defense is a stance that you can. Is like total defense is a place that you can be, but if you're taking the stance, that's an ability.
Okay. No, I was going off like the main book where it was just like a move option or an attack option.
Yeah.
It's funny to watch because Mike's facing that way and Connor's facing that way. It's like they're talking to each other. Oh, now
That's
you
me,
hear
like I
me.
said.
Oh, I see how it is.
I heard you, Travis. Don't
Okay,
worry.
then-
Say something funny and they hear you. huh?
Okay, if you're using it as a move action or an attack action, then yeah, okay. Otherwise, it's a move action.
Yeah,
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what it is.
yeah, pretty much been using that as attack action.
Okay.
That's not what he's doing.
No idea what the fuck he's doing. I'm,
He has asked you a question
Oh, I'm
almost
sorry.
twice now.
I'm sorry. What's up, Silas?
What was the reflex save for?
Oh, the reflex save was to determine whether or not you were pushed back.
Damn it! What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Why is my freaking?
So in which case, Lane and Hajime, you also need to be knocked back about 15 feet.
That would
Which
be-
direction?
Oh,
Back.
sorry.
You're gonna fall
For whatever,
off.
away from Shoitsu, essentially.
Yeah, it was exactly 50.
I'm off the map.
What do you mean?
Close.
Away from Chuitsu?
You could go like right here. That'll be fine.
That would end up right there.
Finish him. I'm gonna eradicate him from existence.
Finish him.
Yeah, just like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's not really back, but
I mean, it's 15 feet back.
We're over it.
I'm not gonna make a whole other map for the sake of this.
It's just another line.
Shiro, sweep the leg.
Whose turn were we on?
I went, then somebody else's turn after that.
I realized I
Lane,
never had you guys actually.
Lane-
roll.
Shiro,
Lane,
Shiro,
Lane, you attacked, right?
Yeah,
Shiro just
Hajime, you're up.
ended
Hajime, you're up.
because we were
What's
doing
that?
the total defense thing. That's what the whole point of this was.
Yeah.
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 Well, I'm gonna. Okay. 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 I'm gonna move right back up. And let's see. Pull out my hand crossbow and I'm gonna shoot that.
All right, make a ranged attack at him.
Okay. Ah,
That's a miss.
Choitsu, you're so gay.
This isn't intended to be a fight that you're intended to, do family or. What
Do
the
family.
fuck was I doing? What the fuck was I just saying?
Family.
What
You're
the
doing
porn are
well.
you watching?
Where the fuck did family come from?
It's a Freudian slip, yo.
GG.
A Freudian slip. I like that.
Where you mean one thing, but you mean your mother.
GG.
What was I saying? This isn't a fight that you're expected to have an easy time against. Whatever the fuck I was trying to say.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Is that, Connor?
Nice. Let's,
Trying to fuck your mom, something like that.
tell me about your mother.
I'm not describing my mother to you, you perverts.
Let's see if I can find a picture for you, Travis.
No.
Rip.
I'm sure if you go on his Facebook, you can find one.
No. There isn't a single picture of me and my parents together. Yeah, on Facebook.
Really?
GG. Good luck,
I also don't.
Fair
I
enough.
hardly never take any photos. I think out of all my pictures on Facebook, like 2 of them were taken by me. That are of me. Anyway,
I take a lot of photos because I'm sexy as hell.
I just don't give a shit about photos most of the time. There are a few exceptions, but we're not gonna get into that right now. Silas, you're up.
Sweet. I'm gonna go ahead and just
Yeah, those exceptions are only dick pics. I'm joking. Continue.
I'm gonna go ahead and just move like right here. Get
You're
the fuck
not
out of that
joking.
way.
GG.
And I'm gonna go into total defense also.
All right.
And yep, I'm gonna just also I'm going to stab my sword into the ground in front of me since it's wide enough, and I'm gonna try to like take cover behind it as well.
Okay.
Just because I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but
I'll say you'll have to
You
do
know-
that before your total defense stance, but okay, that'll be fun.
okay, so I do that.
Okay. So at this point, let's see here. So Masate is going to use his puppet again. Just let me reopen his character sheet real quick since that fucking dropped with the crash.
What the fuck's sake?
I don't know. I'm so tired.
Don't make that face. I don't know what that was, but it's like show you my O face.
So it's going to make a straight bite attack at him.
Not a gay one, a straight one.
Yeah, straight one. Whoops.
Don't worry, you can dodge. You can fortitude save that. It's okay.
I thought this attack had a legitimate shot of working on him. But so as it goes to bite him, it remembers that it's stuck in the combination of earth and water that has become mud. It just goes like gets caught on itself.
It's like goes. and
That's
you make a bite,
hilarious.
he's go.
At which point you hear now Masate is just kind of panting. He's just going as he sees kind of getting exhausted.
That just-
Marco's going to jump back on top of this. Gyaku's going to stand next to him, and Ken's also going to jump on top. Except Ken is also going to pull out a kunai and make an attack with that.
Go Ken.
And he hits.
Hey.
Doesn't get the critical though.
Mhm.
And he deals 4 points of damage to Choitsu. And now, Shiro, are you there?
There he is. It was,
What you looking at, buddy?
the whole screen went really dark, so we couldn't see you.
But you're also like You're also like turned off of it. So you see, Choitsu, he turns and he looks at you, Shiro, and he rapidly descends at you.
Gosh.
He's gonna make a grapple check against you.
Alright.
Oh
What's your defense right now?
29.
29. All right.
That's enough.
It is not.
Oh.
And he grabs you by the throat, and he also lifts you up 50 feet again into the air.
Oof.
Do you? No, I'm not gonna say that.
And he's just looking at you, and he goes, "Well, it appears as though you've all taken up more of my time than I was hoping for. So I'm not going to end this day without one victim. I'm going to need you to roll a fortitude save, Shiro."
Do your worst.
Decapitates the head.
Okay.
Oh.
Look for your injury check.
So you... How much chakra do you have? You're going to lose 13 chakra right now.
Oh!
Oh gosh, he is the effing chakra vampire.
Yeah, you feel... Well, I'm not saying he's a chakra vampire, but you feel your life force is being sucked out of you. If you're curious where 13 came from, it's the difference between your two saves that you rolled.
Gosh dang.
So you feel yourself being very much drained. And he goes, "Ah, it won't take much longer now." Now then, Lane, you're up.
Joking. It sounds like my Saturday night.
Okay, this is gonna be.
Anyone else really enjoy putting your hands around someone or something else's neck?
GG.
That's the legitimate thing I actually enjoy. I did it to my cat all the time. Like, I wouldn't choke at all. I'd just like sit them there. I would smile up and
Put your
purr
hand
at me.
in it.
To Nova?
Yeah. It's not choking. I just put my hands
Fuck.
on his neck. I wouldn't like putting pressure.
You're into some
fuck?
weird shit.
I did the same thing all the time with people throughout high school. Yeah, the
Yeah,
people who helped me.
we
Hey,
were
Connor.
there.
Hey Connor, how you doing? What's up?
You're surprised
this
just
is-
how
this
uncomfortable
sounds-
some people are when they've got hands on their neck.
It's an
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a strange fetish.
It's a
Not that strange.
I only had like a half erection when I do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's, like a 20, it's just a 20%er, you know.
I'm sorry, lady. You're good to go now if you want.
Okay. So I'm going to take the kunai in my shuriken thing that has the wire attached to it and use the boomerang sloped throw thing to wrap it around Shiro so I can pull him away.
Okay.
Stab
So
him
make a
to
ranged hit
pieces.
towards him.
Rolls a 1, goes right through his chest.
Now, I'm gonna say that succeeds. You have it wrap around him, and now you're good to make a strength check to see how far you pull him towards you.
1
Well,
foot.
I'm saved.
I'm not gonna get much. I have yeah.
I believe in you.
He's,
You pull him all the way
minus
towards you.
5.
Yay.
I just hold my
Let's-
neck.
So,
he has a minus 5 penalty to strength checks.
but what you see here is Shiro, as you've been moved towards the lane, Joitsu hasn't removed his hand from you this whole time, and he is still
yeah.
next to you.
Oh, fuck you, Lane!
Oh, thank God. Now he's not
Hit him! He can't move or dodge. Hit him!
Do it.
So,
it.
Shiro, you're up right now, so you can do what you can in your limited ability right now.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna try and break his hand away from my neck.
Okay, so just like try and like slam your hand against it, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll a strength check.
Strength check.
Oh shit! You fucking
Roll
still
one.
roll.
Roll a
Yeah.
1. Roll a 1.
Step now, nerd.
Please roll a 1. Please.
what's this? Yo, Silas, what's going on here? You want
Please
me to
roll a
die
1.
here?
So
Oh,
you go and you take your hand, you slam it down. You see his arm like itself seems to like buckle, and he releases you.
He is human.
GG. And I guess I still got my sword. That take up my any actions I have left I can use.
I'll say that took a swift action.
Alright. Time for payback. I'm gonna make an Yato attack at this nerd.
All right.
Yato.
Yato.
Slice and dice.
Yeah.
It still misses.
Oh, what? GG.
We literally have to crit to hit him.
Wasn't worried.
Yeah, you might be right.
GG.
Unless we surround him,
Maybe.
then we get an attack bonus.
Maybe.
Silas, do it now.
I got 11 health.
It's also Hajime's turn, so
I'm gonna use pressure cannon.
okay. So make
Use my
1d20 plus your ninjutsu.
Decrease my chakra real quick.
All right.
It's the rank, right?
Yep, just the rank. So it should be a maximum of like 8.
It's
this
so
point.
gay. Well,
Oh,
it's
no,
been
you're gonna get your skill
7.
points of your last one, so it's gonna be 7. Yeah.
I mean, it's a crit if you don't think about it.
Unfortunately, that's still rushes past him.
I mean, kinda. It hit him. It's okay.
Silas, you're up.
I saw it. And my imagination hit him, so it's kind of legit.
I can't use those new abilities I just got, can I?
You haven't learned them. You haven't trained him at all.
Yep, we'd be fine if I could use mine.
Maybe.
Guys, I might have to use my mist and run like a bitch.
Yeah. You forget that he's water, so it wouldn't really do much.
He might have a way to
Really?
counter it. It might completely screw him.
Might screw us all.
He hasn't Byaku yet.
Right.
Or I guess he had Byaku yet. I don't know if he's done.
Oh Lord,
You know, spot check if you'd like and see while Silas does his thing.
why do I have to be the good guy?
You earn yourself the name Silas the Brave, dude.
I'm going to I'm going to do Taihoken, or try to, on him.
Okay.
So
Use some flair in that. Taihoken! And then like
Taihoken!
Yeah.
You're frozen for me, Travis.
Yeah, it's for
yeah,
me too.
I'm looking at shit. Hold on. It's probably because I'm looking at something. I'll look into that in a little bit after it's not my turn.
Yeah.
So what do I need to roll? Like a 1d20 plus my taijutsu
Yep. Plus your taijutsu rank.
rank.
So it should be 7 at this point, if you're
Yeah.
where I think you are.
Yeah. Which does not hit.
No, unfortunately, that is a miss. It is possible to still hit him without the crit. And Shiro, you came close, but you weren't quite there.
Even though that we do have him flanked, it's still not a hit.
Nope, not on him. Not right now.
Yeah,
Maybe
like,
more flanking would work. Maybe he's got an ability that stops, makes flanking worthless against him. Who knows?
makes sense. If that's the case. This guy's an F monster. Yeah, I don't want to fight him anymore.
All right. Have to see that that's where you draw the line after he's been sucking your chakra out.
Well, that's bad enough.
So the puppet, I'm going to say now because that one is completely stuck and immobile. So it's not going to make an action. You're in heaven, Silas.
I'm about to be.
I looked at her, it's just like a giant white.
GG. Incredible writing.
That lag.
Yeah, frame rate super patchy for you, but at least we're seeing you. All right. Ken is going to jump and make an attack, or pretty much run off the snake and make an attack. That's a miss. He's pretty much just going to descend to the ground after that. You see Marco, he winds up a punch and he launches himself same manner at Choitsu. And he misses.
Is there anything about the frame rate I can do?
No, nothing right now. It's pretty much based on your internet signal, which I don't know if it's having an issue right now. You sound fine.
Oh, okay.
Gyaku is going to try this against him one more time. Which he fails that time, so he's currently unable to move. And Masate is going to throw a kunai at him at a rapid pace, which pretty much is guaranteed to hit with its current situation. And it hits him, and he is knocked free and back into his own control again. He's going to make another grapple check at you, Shiro.
You scum.
And I'm pretty sure that's still a hit.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking total decent stance today.
Yeah. So he's going to grab you again here. Roll a fortitude save.
Gosh dang.
All right.
Oh my god.
So you are dropped to 0 chakra, and now your reserve is completely depleted, and you are back up to 1 chakra. And you are now exhausted.
Exhausted. GG. So now I can make one F in action.
Mm-hmm.
Save my life.
Yeah.
Somebody.
But at this point, all of a sudden, you see something. You see a sword slices down at his hand. And you also hear, Rasengan!
Is that Silas?
Uses a sword and wrestling.
And you see 2 people emerge. One of whom you recognize to be a Wari. The other,
Neji
who is
came
in
back?
a orange cloak.
Neji?
Neji is still a corpse.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Don't ask stupid questions.
Can I use Lady Chiyo's jutsu?
Do you know
I
it?
will give my life. Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, dude.
Why ask?
So you see a Wari is pretty much cut at his
Hey.
hand, forcing the grip to be released, and Naruto has launched him back about 15 feet. Yeah, one more. 15
Well,
feet.
we
with the
had him
Rasengan.
surrounded, Naruto. Good job, Hokage.
And
I hope to God you get smacked.
so at this point, you see Choitsu. He seems kind of fixed looking at Owari. He looks at him. He goes, You're of the Baransu clan, aren't you? At which point, Owari remains silent. And you kind of hear Choitsu. He just kind of gets a big, sinister smile. He just, Finally! You're the most important piece I need. Now come to me. Make me invincible! And he flies at Owari. As Owari begins to enter a readied stance as he goes at him. You see Naruto at this point teleports above Choitsu, and he has his another Rasengan, and he slams it into the back of Choitsu.
That's what I'm talking about. We're saved, guys.
I don't think so.
Which point Naruto goes, I don't know why you're doing this, but your time is done. I won't let you destroy our village. You see, as soon as Choitsu goes flying down from the Rasengan, he appears right behind Naruto and slams him with pretty much lightning-shocked fists. So this is, we're entering pretty much a cutscene, so you're all, just kind of watching everything now.
Where's the epic cutscene background music?
But what is that song? That's a band song that we played.
Saturn?
Is that Saturn? I think that's Saturn.
That was when me and you had like the whole song, and everyone else
Yeah.
backed us up.
Yeah. All right.
Right.
Saturn.
All right. Anyway, back into the moment. So he slams Naruto with his with pretty much a fist that is charged with lightning right now. You'll have to do better than that to defeat me. Which point you see Owari begins to channel lightning to his right arm, and see all of a sudden he has something that's pretty much. It seems like a full gauntlet, like going up to his shoulder and everything. And it seems to pretty much have a claw extending outward. And Owari he dashes at Shoitsu with lightning pace and slams it, and you see his arm slams right through Shoitsu's, pretty much right where his heart is. And you see just Shoitsu immediately coughs up blood.
Or where it should be.
And Owari says, "You're finished, God Killer." And then you see all of a sudden Shoitsu appears right behind Owari.
Oh, snap.
He's quick.
Goodbye, Owari.
Deuces, bro.
And he grabs him from he just pretty much like grabs him by the throat from like behind him, so you know.
Nice sound effect.
And he just kind of smiles and goes, "If only you knew what I was truly capable of. But now it's is he dead?"
What just happened? He's acting like
Sounds
Owari
like
right
he
now.
did. GG.
He
I'm
dead,
here.
Samus?
No, I'm just trying
Okay.
to fix that shit. It's fucking the hell
Okay.
out of me.
As if you only knew what I was truly capable of. Now then, it's time for you to give me your gift. So now if you'd like, you can try and free Owari, if anyone wants to give it a shot.
You know what?
Oh.
I do want to give it.
Since I go first in the initiative order, I'm gonna do the boomerang blade thing again.
Okay. So make a ranged attack against him again.
Never
You
mind.
unfortunately miss. Hajime, you said you wanted to do something?
Yeah.
Damn it.
GG. Can I give it a shot too? I'll get one
Yeah, you
back.
can give it a shot, Shiro.
Sweet. I'm gonna muster all the strength I can get and try and swing my sword at him to break the
All right.
hold free. From
Make a hit check.
Yeah, one shot at this. Come on, crit. Come on.
Oh, also roll a 1d5.
GG.
Okay. So that actually succeeds.
Oh, what?
And so you slam him
Yeah.
because he's currently, held fast. He takes a massive defense penalty.
GG.
And so that actually lands against him. Freeing Owari.
I was gonna die. I was gonna grab me next, and then.
And so as you see, he's kind of like recovering himself. You see Naruto teleports in right behind him. And pretty much uses his Nine Tails cloak, like, an extended hand from it, to grab Choitsu's arm and completely tears it out.
GG.
Oh.
And you see Choitsu then dashes backwards. He goes, "Fine then, if you want to make this a hassle, then I will." In which point, you see he immediately appears, once again, back at where he was right behind Owari. And you see he's got his arm back.
Gosh dang! What the heck is this guy?
And so at this point, you see a number of people. What the fuck are you doing? What
I'm
the
just
fuck are you doing?
I'm extremely excited that it's not doing that anymore. Because I was doing so many things, and it was just like I never moved from this right here.
GG.
So at this point, you all see this a group begins to start coming out of the trees, which
Is it Neji?
I'm not going to worry about actually making all the tokens. No, it's not Neji.
GG.
It's never going to be Neji.
It will.
That's
Uh,
that. GG. Sweet.
Where was I? Okay. So at this point, you see Chiwitsu, he kind of just takes a step back to the other side of the wall. And you hear, You hear him say, "You really think that this will make a difference? No matter how many of you there are." And you see, he kind of raises his hands, and you see that the sky itself begins to kind of darken a little bit. Because no matter what happens, no matter what gets in my way, nothing will stop. Wait, what? And you see, all of a sudden, you hear a sound effect in the distance, which I'm not good at representing. It's kind of like it's kind of like a high-pitched techno sound, which I can't represent right now. And then you all hear from behind you, shadow possession success.
Oh, that.
Shikamaru Nara is entering the battlefield.
Jeez. Thank goodness we're saved.
So you see he's holding him right now. He goes, now then, let's finish this, shall we? Shadow stitching jutsu. You see all the shadows begin to pierce into Choitsu's body. Choitsu just kind of smiles and laughs, goes, fine. You're all more accommodated to combat than I am, and it shows. But I'll be back. I'll kill every one of you. And he turns specifically to Owari, he looks at him with his eyes. And you, stay wary. There's no escape anywhere in the world for you. No matter what you do, I'll be back. And you see, he reappears once again, completely free of the shadow possession over here. And then he begins to fly away.
Kozakai with him?
No. He's running away right now. At which point you see Shikamaru goes, wait, what? How did he escape my shadow possession? Damn, just what the hell is this guy?
A god killer, dumbass.
Put my hand out over next to Owari. I say, did you see him look at me and say that? I won't say no more.
I'm gonna go open my own flower shop.
Which point Naruto, so he says, all right, everyone, we need to get back to the battlefield. You all, and he says, looking at all of you, the sand and the leaf. Are you all right?
Nope.
No.
I'm good.
Will you survive?
Yeah.
I don't know. Shira, are you okay?
I'll manage.
What about the dumbass down there?
I'll manage.
With my sword in the ground.
Commit Sudoku.
Sudoku?
I hate you.
Yeah.
I hate
It's
you
a
so
joke
much.
from a long time ago.
All right, so he says, all right, good. I need to get to everyone else and make sure that this battle is truly over. Stay on guard here just in case. And he looks to Masate. And you. Kankuro forbid you from using those kind of puppets, didn't he? Once you return to the sand, you're required to go and meet with him, as well as the Kaze Kage. You see, he teleports away. At which point,
Why is he
Owari...
on the left?
he's already teleported away. And Owari dashes to follow, as well as you see that the 12 people who had just emerged from the forest all immediately start running back the other way. Except for one guy. Let me just pull up a token here real quick. See that this guy jumps up here. And he looks at you, and he goes, all right, hey, everyone. I want to be here to assist you real quick. Well, everyone else takes care of everything. You were all in the tuning exam, weren't you?
Officer Rook?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we were.
He goes, did you run into my brother by any chance? His name is Gaiji. He's a cocky little brat.
I think he died.
You all remember that Gaiji was the guy who got stabbed.
Yeah, he's great.
That's what I just said. I said, I think he died.
Oh, wait, what? How'd you perform? I haven't had the chance to see him. Is he all right?
He got stabbed.
Oh. It's just like him.
So I guess he'll be fine.
He should be. He's got his team with him, right? You didn't see, like, a corpse or anything. You say he just got stabbed?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be fine then. It's gonna take more than a little bit of a stab wound to take that idiot down.
It's a pretty big stab.
Try. I can tell you, he's been through worse. If all he went through was a basic stab wound.
Okay.
As well, in case anyone else shows up, I'm here to help you. My name is Gookie, but you can just call me Key.
Key.
Hey, Key. Put your name down on the table.
And so, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask them.
Why are you here?
I'm part of the Shinobi Union Guard. We're part of all the villages that are put up or that are comprised of the Shinobi Union. Pretty much we're the best young ninja from our nation to take care of the issues around the world and help out where needed.
Cool guy.
Cool.
How does one join said group?
Well, you've got to be pretty much reaped for it. Depending on your performance in the tuning exam, as well as your performance on missions, you might be selected. Yeah, it's not like you have an application or anything you can put in.
I was going to take this time to. I know you're going to get in trouble for it, but thank you for summoning your puppet.
At this point, you see he de-summons the puppet. And he just kind of, he seals it back into his scroll. He's not really paying attention. Like, he's just kind of looking off in the distance, just like very glossy-eyed.
I'm gonna go down here and get Cozy Cat.
So roll a listen check real quick, Silas.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. Bonus. All right.
Go just start treating. Help Wink.
I heard it.
Okay, so you're right. Since you're right next to Gyaku and Masate, you see that as Gyaku kind of walks up and puts her hand on Masate's shoulder, and she goes, "So, wait, what does this mean for us?" And you see he just kind of whispers back, "It means that we've done all we can and have to continue to stage 2." And he just kind of looks up again.
Stage 2.
Any other questions? Anything else anyone's gonna do right now?
I'm trying to wake up Henko.
Gyaku, are you okay?
Henko finally wakes up. She just kind of looks at you and she says, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Good.
Cool.
Was worried.
Yeah, I'm flattered by the concern.
Don't
Fuck
have to
off.
be a bitch.
Fuck off then, lesbian. I'm just playing.
She's just completely apathetic towards any concern that you show.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk right here. I'm gonna rest next to the wall since I'm hurt.
All right. So you put Kozukai up with you. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
All right.
Can I use pressure cannon on Kozukai? Knock him back down?
I get knocked down.
So,
Roll.
are we actually gonna make the attack?
Don't waste your jack.
It's not that much. It's only 4.
You'd be surprised. I'm at 0 right now.
Yeah, but you're a
You
wimp.
chose to do that.
I
You
didn't
literally
choose to
fought
do
the
this.
God Killer in fucking front of him. What did you expect to happen?
I mean, he kind
I
of
didn't fight in
took a
front of
step
him.
away to try and get back with the team and defend himself, and the God Killer just is like, "You're pretty much alone compared to everyone else. I'm gonna go for you."
GG. It was not intentional.
I'm sure I'm glad that I was standing behind you and not in front of you.
He
That
absolutely would have
prevails
gone for
once
you if
again.
you were closer.
He's like literally like right here. And I was right here. GG.
Make the attack.
Are you gonna make the attack?
No.
Okay. So y'all just kind of wait here at your posts, catching your breaths, relaxing, and all that. Until y'all hear a voice that seems kind of familiar, but also not familiar through your headsets. So it sounds kind of familiar, but you just can't pinpoint who it is. Actually, not even some of you think it's familiar. Only Shiro and Silas think it's familiar. I like when they're like, who have we talked to that no one else has?
I know.
I'm trying to think about
Do you know?
I know.
No. Okay.
it.
So you hear over it says, "All right, everybody, the Grass Ninja have either been wiped out or have surrendered. The fight is over at this point. Thank you all for your efforts. If you're ranked Jonin, report to the main gate for your final duties. If you're ranked Chunin, report to the police station with Rook for your final report."
So I'm gonna grab this chump. I'm gonna put him on my shoulder. And I'm gonna start heading back to the police station.
All right.
I will follow.
All right. As will the Sand Team and Ken.
I guess I'll grab because it's gay.
Ken ain't no tuning.
Can
Ken
you
is-
lift Kozukai?
You're right.
is
He's not
my-
Chunin. He's still going with you.
Ken is my boy, though. You know, we're tight. Here, I'll lift
You
Kozukai too,
I can
raise
carry
me up.
and Mike. No,
You can carry everybody. I ain't gonna say no.
I can carry 400 pounds.
I ain't gonna say no. I'm exhausted. You want to carry me? Come on, let's go.
Everybody load up. The guns are here.
All right. So you all arrive at the police station over here. And so Rook kind of looks and he sees that you've got a tied up Grass Ninja.
So I pull the grass ninja off my shoulder, and then I just kind of like shrug Kozukai. Just, so fall damage, you know. And then yes, we do.
Kind of stretch.
Yes, we do have one. Hold him out in front of me.
He goes, "All right, here, let me take care of that." He's going to be taking care of, courtesy of the Ambu right now while we investigate everything that's been happening. So he takes him and he walks into the police station, and a couple of minutes go by and he walks back out.
So you could say he's gonna Yambo thee there.
I
No
don't
one
get
gets
it.
that joke. No one gets it. It's okay. It was in a song, but it's fine. I'm just old.
So you see all the people who were stationed up along the wall are around. You see most of them seem pretty fine. Most of them seem bored, if anything else. Except for, you guys who are just fucking tattered and beaten down and exhausted
And bloody.
and bloody.
You attacked. GG.
Burnt.
You see
Burned.
Itsuki- You see that Itsuki's
Burned.
there with everyone. He seems like he's kind of with his team because everyone's kind of formation. But he's kind of like looking over at y'all like, "What? Is everybody okay?"
We're just partying.
At which point, you see Rook just kind of walks up in front of everybody. He goes, "All right, everyone." And he looks at Itsuki. He goes, "Itsuki, you're to report to the Hokage Mansion for housing and transfer information. Go now before the Jonin catch up. Lane, you'll be following shortly after, but hold up for a moment." At which point he goes, "All right," and he walks by. He just walks by you, Lane. He goes, "Are you okay?"
I will be fine.
"Okay. Make sure to, see me afterwards, though. We can talk about everything that happened." That'd be shit.
Yep.
Yeah, continues on his way. And he then looks at pretty much everyone else, and he says, "Thank you for your efforts. You're all good to go. Except," and he looks at you all, you two, you teams, the Leaf team, the Sand team, as well as that one samurai who seems to be chilling in the back there.
Hey, Ken.
Freaking kid.
He goes up and walks. He's like, "All right, you all did pretty well defending your part of the wall. However, you let a grass team through. What were you thinking?"
What do you?
Regret.
I don't want to
What
make an
grass
excuse
team?
here, but I was in a chokehold.
Remember on your previous mission, how that grass team walked up and was like, "Hey, we've got the information. Let us through so we can give it to you." And Hajime escorted them.
Yeah.
Oh, did they escape?
Or he brought them up, and then you heard so he says because you let them through, Owari was injured. That's why the current was broken temporarily.
Son of a bitch. I knew that was a fucking trap.
I guess I didn't make that clear.
I should have fucking cut them down. Ooh. Ooh, no one's friends anymore. That's it. We're not friends anymore.
It won't happen with everyone. I'm sure there's some trustworthy people out there.
Not grasping.
He sort of just kind of looks at you all and goes, "I hope you all reflect on this for the future. Just because someone seems friendly doesn't mean that they are."
Silent.
Next time, I'll rip them in half with my bare hands.
Just make sure that they deserve it beforehand. Remember, this was war, so this also might be a little bit more critical of a situation.
Got it. All grass
However-
ninja are evil.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Despite that,
Rip the spine.
you've all performed admirably, and they were taken care of quickly. Unfortunately, it did weaken our forces temporarily, and we lost a few good men because of it. Now then, Lane, you are officially assigned to this team.
Yeah.
Hey, high five.
Place the Kozukai.
Because guy's just still unconscious on the ground.
High five. Five. Other way. I did the same thing. We're cool.
All right. After this, Lane, you're to report like Itsuki to the Hokage Mansion for your information. And he turns to the Sand Team. Now,
Okay.
Sand Team, you're all allowed now to leave the village through the train system. You're also welcome to spend the night here and rest. The choice is yours. At which point, Maste quickly looks up and he goes, "We'll be leaving now." And everyone begins to turn around and walk away. And Marco, he kind of turns and he goes, "Goodbye, everybody. See you later."
See you, Marco.
Hey, I'm going to
Bye.
stop my stay.
Bye,
Or I'm
Marco.
going to shout to you.
Okay.
Hey, wait.
Maste
he walk out
looks
already?
around, or turns around and looks at you.
What's the deal with that dragon?
He smiles and continues to walk away.
Yes, he took it.
I'll find out the truth. I whisper to myself.
Well, I mean, he used it against me and the. I'm just saying. At least the little ones.
We saw the big dragon. I want to know the truth.
Maybe,
Is a living puppet?
maybe, maybe not. So at this point, Rook then looks and goes, "Now, as for you," as he pulls Ken to the side, "you shouldn't have even been involved here. You seem to like causing trouble, don't you?" And it kind of Rook gets a little bit more cheerful at this point. You remind me of an old friend, actually. Tell me, you're a clone, right? And Ken just kind of reacts. He goes, "Yeah, I am." He leans in closely. Rook leans in closely. He goes, "So are you homeless?" He goes, "Well, no, I'm living in my dojo." Right, but there's not much there, I'm sure. Do you have a kitchen? A living room? Well, no, well, then it's settled. And he puts his hand on onto his shoulder. "You'll move in with me. It's clear that you don't mean any harm. My little girls could use someone to watch them when around the house when I'm busy."
I get Rook.
And Ken just kind of goes, wait, no, I can't possibly. And Rook goes, "Tell me, do you have a permit for that dojo? Or a permit to allow combat inside of it?" At which point, Ken's face gets kind of red. Well, no, I can't imagine you can afford the permit either." "Well, I suppose that means you'll have to pay me back by watching them, won't you?" He goes, kind of looks up, "Wait, pay you back? What do you mean?" And you see Rook pulls out a scroll, and he hands it to Ken. He goes, "This is what you'll be needing. These are your permits. Now then, you can find me at this address. Tonight," and he turns to everyone, "we'll have a celebratory feast. Of course, there's one thing you should know beforehand as he looks at Ken. You see that the sky. So at this point, everyone, you see that the sky begins to darken, like a storm is preparing. And you hear thunder roar in the distance.
That's all
And you see Rook draws a kunai that is blazing red. And he holds it up to Ken's throat. He goes, "You let anything bad happen to my daughters, and they'll never find your body." And Ken just kind of open, like mouth agape open, just at which point then Rook smiles and laughs and goes, "All right," and the sky clears up. He goes, "All right then, you're all free to go. See you tonight." You know what? Yeah, all of you join us. I'm even going to invite a couple of my old friends. All right, it'll be Lane. You're part of the team, so you're welcome as well. Yeah, we'll see everyone tonight. Come by my place around 7.
See you there.
All right.
And he walks off.
Hey, what a coincidence! That same thing happens whenever I talk about someone hurting my daughter. Just so everybody knows.
The sky suddenly darkens. And you suddenly have a ninja tool.
Except my eyes also turn red.
All right, so at this point, you're all free to go.
All right, I'm gonna drag Kozuki home. Now.
All right.
Can I go train?
No. Right now, you cannot train.
But we're free to
It's
go.
about 4 o'clock, and 7 o'clock is when the thing happens. It takes 8 hours of training.
Who said I'm fucking showing up?
I am.
Hey, you better show up, Hajime.
So I'm gonna go get cleaned up. We'll see y'all later.
Okay.
And Silas walks to his house.
All right.
Kind of limps to his house.
Okay.
Using his sword as a staff.
Okay.
I guess I'll go report to the Hokage's office.
All right. So that's what you're doing. And Hajime, what are you doing? Since you can't train. Oh, you're muted.
No, I just didn't speak very loudly.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home.
All right. Then we're just cleaning up pretty much, except for Lane who's going to the office. All right. So Lane, at this point, you now get to choose where your home is going to be.
Oh. Riverside property, yo.
Riverside property, where at? Hold left click on an area to ping it.
There's only one river.
There we go. All right.
Switch the finger.
Oh, that is... All right, I guess that doesn't quite stand out, but yeah. It's matching the color that's
I can barely see
on
it.
your token there, like on your picture.
There's a turd on the map.
That picture's like a deep orange. That looks like brown to me.
It looks like brown to me on your on your picture.
Yeah.
Really?
The hues are slightly different. I've moved you up so that way I compare them exactly. Let's see about this one here.
On my screen, it's like
Darker.
a really dark orange.
I mean, it kind of arguably is that, but I don't know what color that is. It's not that.
I think that's the one on my screen. That looks very similar.
That one right there it is?
Yeah, that orange-ish color.
All right, whatever. We're just going to leave that orange as you then. Yeah.
Maybe I just have a weird color blindness. What do I know?
Hey, don't make fun of Zach.
Ooh.
Rip.
I mean, that's not what I was doing, but okay.
Or are those two hues behind it? Ah, shit.
There we go.
There we
Directly in the river. Wonderful.
go. All right. So everyone goes to freshen up. You pretty much go to the housing office, and they're just like, all right, here's your house. Here's your automatically assigned rent that happens because you're Shinobi right now. That's only temporary. You're going to actually have to pay rent eventually. Blah, blah,
Wonderful.
blah. They give you papers, documents, signatures, all that jazz. Basic
Wonderful.
information
I love
about the
that.
dungeon rules.
Awesome. I will take them home and study them.
All right. And Rook also gave you all before you left his address,
That's sweet.
which I will make that right now. What should Rook's color be? Something red,
Black.
kind of a or like a pinkish red.
It's next to the Yambu.
No, he's down here along the river as well.
Oh, in the yellow zone. I thought it was forbidden.
No. I don't even know what Park and Lagan means.
Harkin.
Let's translate.
I'm pretty sure it means park.
That's what I'd guess. Parking lot. Yeah.
He lives in a parking
It's
lot.
not an actual parking lot. I'm just there are a few
Sure
houses
was.
scattered around. He's just living kind of in the center.
Parkenschlagen.
It's like-
All right, well, I'm done cleaning up, so I'm making my way to the
All
house.
right.
Or to
Yeah,
his
it's about like
house.
6:40 at this point, so. Kozakai is still completely unconscious, so don't need to worry about him.
I'm just gonna leave him on the floor.
Make
Throw
sure
a
there's some
blanket on him.
falling damage too.
All right, he's now bleeding out.
Wonderful. He'll be dead by the time we have our next session.
All right, everyone headed to the feast.
You'll have to
Nope.
get in and make
Nope.
like a fortitude save or something.
So Hajime also heads to the feast.
I'm gonna change into street clothes.
Okay,
And by street clothes, I mean a kimono.
okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, kind of like a
And I will bring my book.
kind of like a little bit like Higeki there. Don't worry, you won't have to worry about encountering her. She's dead.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Tear. Look at this.
it's all your fault,
All right,
Silas.
hey.
And I'll be bringing my father's book.
Okay.
Don't put that on me.
So
Put that on me, Ricky
you all
Bobby.
begin to arrive pretty much at roughly the same time. Mike, are you dead?
Yeah,
He stepped away for a second.
that's the same thing.
We'll give him a second here.
No.
I show up in my finest attire.
What's your finest attire?
Well, it's a white shirt, but I didn't realize that I was still bleeding, so now there's a big blood spot on the side of it.
Don't worry, that turns orange if you wash it once or twice.
Yeah.
GG.
So you all arrive at the house, and you knock on the door. At which point Rook opens it, and you see inside behind him. You see there's a dining table. At which point 3 people are sitting at it. You see 2 young girls and Ken. Rook opens the door. Says, "Hello,
Hell yeah.
everyone. Welcome to my home. These are my daughters, Mimi and Sora. Sura, not Sora. Mimi is 8 years old. Sura is 12."
Hey,
And he turns
Adorable.
to them. Mimi, Sora, these are the troublemakers I've been telling you about.
whoa,
One
whoa.
goes, "Hello,"
on,
and the other goes, "Welcome."
You sound oddly like not little girls.
We just sound like this. And Ken
Well,
Ken
that's
just kind
annoying.
of
I mean,
sheepishly waves his hand. "Hey guys."
Haha, you got roped in, Ken.
hey, Ken,
Oh my god.
my buddy.
Y'all good there, Lane?
Oh, just all the lingering cat hair.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Just flew into your face.
So a few minutes go by.
All over my clothes, and so I rub my eye to make it stop, but I'm just rubbing it in more.
GG. That's worse.
So you hear another knock at the door, which point Rook opens it, and you see Awari's there. He seems kind of tired, and he walks and he goes, "Hello, everyone. Happy to see you're all doing well." And he goes up and he walks up to Mimi and Sora, "And look at you. You've gotten so big," and he hugs them and lifts them up into the air. And you can tell this is probably the most affectionate you've ever seen Awari.
Hey, Mike, can I get a chip?
Yeah, hang on.
Wrong way!
It would have been crazy if I would have like pulled a chip back and been like,
It would have been even greater if it was like he handed you a Lay's and you pulled out a Cheeto.
GG. An alchemist over here. Gosh dang.
At which point Awari goes, I don't see any, kind of just turns to Rook. I don't see how you can keep doing it, Rook. You've done a hell of a job. And he sets him down. Is he here yet? And Rook goes, no, not. And you hear another knock at the door. And that's probably him. And he opens
It's
the door.
the God Killer.
Rook opens the door. And you immediately all smell a little bit of a hint of booze.
Oh no.
no.
And see, Regekko walks in, who, Lane and Hajime, you haven't encountered Regekko.
We have.
But Shiro and Silas have. And so,
Shiro got his ass kicked.
so before we get to that, Regekko goes, hello everyone, sorry about being late. He looks and he just kind of locks eyes with Shiro.
Wait.
You?
You didn't see my face. I had a mask on.
Yes, he did. Remember, he was the Master Avenger for a while there.
Oh yeah. No, it doesn't matter. He can sense your chakra.
Ah, rip.
GG.
So wait, it's you?
What
You gotta
chakra?
be kidding me.
What are you talking about? First time I've met you.
He just kind of looks at you with
Lies.
unaffectionately. He goes, so you're one of Awari's grunts. You've done a poor job of training these kids if they're as weak as this one, Awari.
Hey,
He couldn't
watch
even
my
land a
face.
hit on me the other day. When Awari just kind of goes, I'm sorry, what? And Rika goes, well, at least they're ambitious little runts.
Just glare at him.
Hey, old man, I bought you a drink.
Yeah, so he pulls up a chair and he sits down and goes, and I'm very appreciative of that.
Just slow down.
I went almost this whole day without drinking. I can't believe it. Thank God those grass ninja were so easy to take down.
Yeah, so easy.
Yeah. Silas is trying to get a bite of food and he can't lift his arm.
He's tearing up. You can see he's getting close and he's tearing up because he can't reach.
He just slams his head into the plate and just starts gnawing.
I quit.
So you all gather around the table and take your places and start eating a feast. And you see you're having some roast duck, some
Sweet.
delicious refreshments, and a ton of other stuff. You see Rook also pours some sake for he kind of goes,
All
well,
of
this is
us?
probably against my better judgment, and he hands that no, not to you. Hands it to Regekko. Yes, this is a feast. Us three should be drinking after all. And he looks at everyone else and says, remember, you're all too young.
What did Awari do in the fight? I'm gonna be the step-in Hokage. I'm just gonna call orders. We're on the fucking front lines. We deserve some goddamn.
You weren't even on the
sucky.
front lines. You were on the defense. You were on the back line.
Who fucked God Killer, bitch?
Wasn't us.
I appear as though I am a man. Can I have a drink?
GG.
Rook and Wari both look at you. And Regekko also looks at you and he just kind of goes, don't you want to pour the kid a drink? At which point Mimi and Sora go, no, that's illegal.
Shut
No.
your whore mouths.
No one would know.
Are you going to say that, Hajime?
No.
One of them is 12 years old, and that's technically how old
Same
everyone
age.
but me is. So that's pretty funny.
I'm 9.
Except for you, you're 9.
Oh, yeah, you're forgetting their ages. These girls, never mind, their ages are 6 and 10.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. I forgot.
like
I keep
it's
forgetting how
all
young you all are.
Yeah, so do I.
Hey, I'm 13.
The only time I
Practically
don't remember how old you are is when I'm trying to talk condescending to you.
Or kill us.
Only time I do remember. I mean, or kill you, yeah.
Like age doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter.
Aged like a fine cup of sake. You see Regeko just begins to start chugging it down.
I'm gonna try and sleight hand some booze.
Roll a sleight of hand check. You fail.
Can I try?
Yeah, sure, you can try.
Sleight of hand?
If you have it as a class skill. Sleight of hand is one of the ones that you have to have as a class skill to be able to use it, right?
Yeah. Just get the X.
I'm just gonna try and steal it. I'm not gonna actually even try and sleight of hand it. I'm gonna try and steal
Alright.
it.
So you're just gonna go up and try and take it?
Yeah.
Alright. Immediately you see that you see that a kunai slams in front of your hand between you and the sake.
I take it, put it in my pocket, and take the sake.
You go to touch the kunai and you're immediately shocked with lightning.
Awesome. I still grab the sake.
No, you don't. You see that Regeko is the one who threw it at you. And he goes, "Are you going to be disrespectful of your host?"
No, I just wanted a drink.
And he kind of looks at you. He goes, "You haven't seen this yet. You know the ability that only the Hokage has?" And he pulls out his hand. You see he forms a Rasengan in it.
Cute.
He looks, he goes, if you push me too far, will knock you into the river and drown you with my bare hands.
That's where I'm most powerful.
GG.
He kind of smiles and goes, "Well, you asked for it." And he pushes the Rasengan into you, launching you outside through the door and into the river.
Two
Yeah, you
knocks,
should
it's
think,
busting off again.
Oh, come on, old man.
Well, that
You
was
take
fun.
15 points of damage.
Oh, shit.
What was your health?
30.
No.
Oh, it was at 21. Minus that 9 that I took for. Because I went back up to full health.
You were at 21. So you're now at 6 health.
Woohoo!
And Regeko steps outside.
And I have
Go
some
out with it.
sake now.
He looks at you and he goes, "Tell you what, you can have some of this and call it sake." And you see he kind of puts his hand against the water, and it begins to pool over you and forces you down.
What the? Okay.
You see Awari begins to walk out and sits next to him, just kind of like sitting down along the dock. And he just kind of goes, "You probably shouldn't kill my student. That'd be a lot of paperwork."
He didn't say don't do it.
Hajime, at this point, the only thing that you're allowed to say is,
And I say exactly that.
all right.
Can I try and run out and break? Does he have to do a hand sign for that?
No.
I guess I'm whatever. All right. I'm gonna try. and
It's
break
already
glass
done
and
at this point, whatever he's trying to do.
Yeah, rip. Hey, knock it off, old man. I yell from inside the house.
He
I
looks
never
at
leave.
you.
I never leave the table, and I'm over there eating. stuff.
I'm just gonna start reading my book.
See, you hear the girls are giggling as well. At which point, Regeko, he stops the water, and you emerge, gasping for breath. See, Hajime.
I
Shiro,
have
can you pass?
some now.
Shiro, can you pass the chips?
Oh yeah.
So, Regeko, at this point, he walks back inside. He grabs the whole container of sake. He walks back out. He looks at you. He gestures his hand out towards you with it.
And I walk towards it.
Swim towards it.
Well, I'm on top of the water.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. So you start walking towards it. As you get pretty close,
Is it all?
about 20 feet. Yep. He turns it back and he chugs it all. And he throws the jar at you. The container for it, the bottle.
So make a reflex save.
Can I catch it and throw it back?
Okay, yeah, make a reflex save.
Well, that hits extraordinary.
Slams you in the face and you lose your grip on the water and you fall through.
And it causes since it's glass, it causes 5 points of damage. Now you're pretty
That's made out of like stone or plastic. Not gonna worry about that.
stone or plastic.
And he just kind of smiles. And you're a stupid one, you know that, kid. And he walks back inside.
Can I go train now?
Abusing children.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
There's a little bit of background to that if you guys want to tell him.
Yeah, he was beating his kid when I was on the night patrol.
He was beating his son when Mike was being the the massive injury. And I was out walking the streets as myself, not being masked and helping people. So you could actually say that I was more of a hero than Mike was.
I'm like
and
Batman,
then-
dude.
I've saved
He's
Shiro's life.
black.
GG.
That's why Shiro likes me so much, because I saved his life. And I actually did not know. I actually don't know that that's Shiro. So I actually, don't know that I saved Shiro's life.
But I do.
But you do. Metagaming.
Cool backstory. GG.
So we're gonna walk back in again.
I'm gonna go train.
Yeah, you're not allowed to train right now.
Well, I don't want to go back in there.
Unfortunately, you're right. I shouldn't have given you the choice. That was a rookie mistake on me. You walk back in.
Uncontrollably. We feel the
This is
urge.
GM bull- You know what? I'm gonna pull a Nick right now.
It's just I'm
You
trying to
took
just
time.
streamline this a little bit since I don't know how much longer people want to be doing this. I'm just getting through this little final bit.
I'm just
It's
playing
all
Ark
day, dude.
after. Oh, after I make breakfast. But
I want to train a little bit after. So,
I've been wanting to fucking train.
If
Well,
you want to
let's-
train, maybe if you finish through this cutscene, you'll be able to rest through the night and then train tomorrow.
Let's
Okay.
have some dinner. Maybe a little bit of booze if we can sneak it.
I
What is-
don't.
that was-
I don't recommend it.
They're out of booze. Regeko
Ah,
drank the
drink
rest of
it
the
all.
sake.
I don't know. That was, you're talking about being great, gracious to your host and everything. You just drink all the booze.
Yeah, she said
Yeah,
that.
Rick Gecko, you're a dick.
And
I
Rook,
didn't say- I
so
didn't
Rook
say
kind of
that.
speaks up and he goes, "Well, I mean, kind of the only reason why I actually made the sake was for him, or bought the sake was for him. Awari and I typically don't drink, but I figured it was called for a special occasion. So when Awari just kind of raises his glass and drinks it.
I'm gonna continue eating the duck since I've already eaten like half of it.
All right. Awari looks around at everyone and says, "So, happy to see you're all still alive. That was a close encounter today."
More damage from your fucking friend than the God Killer.
Master Owari, I'd like to take this time to apologize for letting those leaf ninja get to you.
It looks like, "Oh yeah, that was you, wasn't it? Well, we all should have been more vigilant when they were behind us. We were just too focused on what happened. That's fine. Even when they did manage an attack on me, they hardly grazed me."
Yeah, it's just that they were in the tuning exam with us and they were nice then. Guess you can't trust anybody nowadays.
Well, they're not nice anymore, so
They're dead.
yeah. I
Riddance.
wasn't going to take things lightly there. After they attacked me, I cut them to pieces and continued on our way.
The room fills with darkness. I was gonna rip their spines out of their back if I ever saw them again.
Fun fact about that guy. I mean, you probably already aware, but he sucks chakra out of living things. I don't think that's normal. You guys know anything about that?
Yeah, so they kind of look at each other. Rook and Awari do. Regeko is just kind of focused on so Awari just kind of looks up and goes, "Well, you all are all in the center of this. I figure it's time that I cover a little bit of this."
Why do we always have to be in the center of everything?
So he comes from an old clan that was believed to have died out long ago. We don't know too many of the specifics of it. We thought that they were dead for over 100 years, and then he reappeared. However, what they do is they drain your chakra, and after they're done draining your chakra, they begin to drain everything else from you. Your body fluids, your knowledge, pretty much everything that makes you you begins to go into them. That includes any bloodlines, any special abilities, anything like that. Completely goes into them. From what we've figured out in the previous ones through our records, after they took one ability, they lose it after replacing it for another. Though it seems to be a little different with him. Typically, when they would change abilities and change their knowledge with techniques, they don't retain their old knowledge. But he seems to be able to hold his own and be able to keep using techniques even after he's lost a bloodline that's supposed to be necessary for him.
Whoa.
So had we not gotten there as soon as we had, you might have lost everything about you, Shiro.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then may not have been too well for you guys either.
Mm-hmm. Just in case it ever comes up, you should know that they were part of the clan called the Henko clan.
Yeah, putting that mental note. So he had the Byakugan before, so he retains bloodlines as well.
We don't know about that. According to the report that I received from Byaku, when she encountered him, he had the Sharingan. When you encountered him, he had the Byakugan. It seems as though that effect still carries over, that he loses the bloodline itself. But since he's so freely absorbing people, including going after you, either you've got something that you're hiding from me, or maybe he can't carry over bloodlines too. Unfortunately, we just don't know enough about him. I feel the contemplation.
Yeah, maybe I'll tell you about it later.
Of course, of course. Hajime just went Mike.
Well, my
Nephew.
my Google Chrome just like died.
Okay. So anyone else want to ask any questions, or shall things continue on?
We can continue.
Hey,
All right.
Well, there's one other thing I was curious about.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys know about Masate, right? About his puppets.
And Awari just kind of looks up. Yes, we are aware of them.
So what's the deal with that?
Well, apparently, Konkuro used to be a teacher of his. Konkuro stopped training him when he was only about 7 because he was too malicious for his own good. He, after he learned puppetry from Konkuro, he had apparently a knack for it, and he decided to start trying to make puppets out of living creatures. From what we have from our reports, there was a... Let me pull up something real quick. I need to refresh my memory.
Oh, yeah, look this way.
So he was apparently even capable of making animal puppets, making whatever they could. Lizards, snakes, anything he could while he was over in the Sand Village. However, eventually there was an incident where he had attacked a boy, had made some snarky remarks at him, and he didn't take it too well. He apparently killed the boy, and when he was looking at the boy's corpse, he didn't feel any regret. He didn't feel anything at all other than what seemed to be desire and ambition. Konkuro, according to the report that we received from him, pretty much just says he was looking at the boy. He was looking at Masate, looking into the boy, and apparently Masate just smiled and he was looking. Humans are so open, is what he said. They're just like puppets. You just have to remove the filler. And at which point, Conqueror deemed he was unfit to be a student any longer, as he began to resemble Sorcery of the Red Sand, a infamous old puppet master who made puppets out of living people.
Yes,
A proud member of the Akatsuki.
That's cute.
Conqueror had forbidden him from continuing his puppetry training because of that, but it appears as though that's not the case. There's something else that you all should know concerning that. When the Sand team arrived back at their village, we received a report. Apparently, they found Marco's body unconscious on the train floor.
Oh no.
We don't know what's happened, but those three are, as of right now, considered rogue shinobi and have left the Land of Wind.
Let's invite Marco to come
Yes.
stay with us.
Can we just reconfirm their names? So it's Masate, Gyaku, and
Henko.
So the God Killer's from the Henko clan, and this chick's named Henko. Is there any connection?
As far as we're aware. It's first name to last name kind of a thing, really. We don't know enough, unfortunately. It seems like there's no relation, but who knows?
Well, I have a letter to write.
So, anyone have any more questions right now?
not right now.
All right. So at this point, Owari kind of gestures Rook and Regeko outside onto the patio. They kind of close the door a little bit. Everyone roll a listen check. If you'd like to listen in.
Heck yeah. Yes, yes. Just what I was looking for.
Oh, I forgot the slash.
I was like, please get a 20, please get a 20.
Hey!
20s on this one.
20s.
Unfortunately, all you required was a 5, so.
Gotta go above and beyond.
So unfortunately,
So,
Shiro and Lane did so well they can actually all they can hear is the dog from across town.
You're just hearing Fubuki, or Fubuki somewhere just.
GG.
Where is Fubuki? Did you just leave her
Yeah.
on the wall? She's just guarding the wall? All around?
Standing proud.
Jeez. She's right here.
Anyway,
As you see the three begin to talk, and Regeko just, it's hard to believe that's been so long. Or he goes, I know. Times have changed so much. And he goes, they're really not that different. Not with the grass making such a brazen attack. So Choitsu was really behind it. Or he goes, yeah. Naruto and I encountered him. He was after my team. We were almost too late to save Shiro. Your team. I'm surprised he gave you as much authority as they did. They should have split them up. To keep them together, we'll let them push each other to their limits. Although I must say, their teamwork is a hard sell. And I think that you were Okage, even for just a single day. How was it? Surprising? I could get used to it, but really not the right fit for the job. Naruto's better. Significantly so. And Rook chimes in. I'm surprised you let Coyote out. He'll be back in charge of the Ambu again. You sure he won't make another attack against you? No. But freeing him and saving Naruto probably bought me some goodwill. I don't think he'll attack, at least without good reason. And there's something else that you both need to know. He goes, The God Killer. He'll be targeting me. It's possible he might try to get to me by going through someone. Maybe my team. Maybe you two. I mean, it looks more specifically at Rook, which I guess you're kind of listening so you don't see this. Maybe even your kids. And Rook just kind of chuckles. He goes, I know. That boy in there, Ken. He'll be watching them when I can't. Trust me, Owari. Regeko and I are one step ahead of you on that. And Rugeko just kind of chuckles. uh, my son might be an ill-mannered brat, but you don't need to worry about him. He's getting strong and fast. Just have to beat a few more lessons into him.
Shake my fist to get you for that old man.
At which point Awari goes, well, I suppose that's good in its own way. Remember that you can always call upon me for help. And Rook grabs Awari by the shoulder, which I don't know why I'm explaining this since you can't see him. Yeah, it's like a cutscene, You're looking at that like you'd be watching the show. He goes, and you really think that I need your help? Remember, both of you two would be dead right now if it wasn't for me. And he's just gonna see Rugeko kind of chuckles. You're right about that. Rook, Yutari would be proud. If you had two beautiful children, a safer career than Awari and I. It's hard to believe it's been so long since that day. And Rook just kind of shushes him. Thank you, Rugeko. And Awari speaks up again. Rugeko, I'm sorry to impose upon you right now. Would you two watch over my team? What, you had something to do?
Not the drunk.
I've been given another mission. Already? What is it? We've uncovered that the waterfall is acting suspicious. I'll be dispatched as a spy to make sure that everything's okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Even with everything that just happened? Especially because of everything that just happened. They think that the Kage may not be Shibuki. They suspect it might be like the situation with the fourth Kazekage, an impersonator. But there's more than that happening in the world, too. Apparently, they have reason to consider that Choitsu, right now, might be going after that sand team. We're not entirely sure why, but we just have a report that he was seen between the land of wind and the land of fire. What are you chuckling at?
Nothing.
Something happened. You continue.
And so he goes, so the reason why I'm bringing that up is most likely Choitsu isn't behind this, behind impersonating Shibuki, if anyone is. We think it might be Orochimaru, and that's why they're choosing me to head on out. Well, you always get these S+ class missions, and I'm just here being a cop. Maybe I should have stayed with you guys instead of leaving the shinobi forces. Now, Rook, you've made the smartest choice you could have. Awari and I have very little sunshine in our lives. Yeah, I've got my kid, but he's more of a dark spot than anything right now. You've got two bright spots, and a third watching over y'all. Awari, you seem more distant. Is this just because of that mission? And Awari kind of looks up. Yes. I don't know what it is. I feel like this might be the last time that I'm able to just hang out with you two like this. I'm probably just anxious. There's something amidst the fog of war. Something here in the village as well. Oh, even more stuff's happening, huh? Apparently the head follower of Jashin's cult was immortal. Shikamaru had him buried a long time ago before any of us were even ninja. But in the middle of everything that happened with the grass war, it appears as though his grave has been undug.
Oh, snap.
That was Hidan. He was the immortal Akatsuki. Yes, him. There's been no trace of him since, but there's still a number of concerns relating to that. He can cause quite the mess. He'll be wanting revenge upon the village, upon Shikamaru. The reason I'm talking to you is because that member of my team who's not here, he's carrying a spirit of Jashin. Are you certain of this? Yes, he may be a target or an asset. But I won't be here to help him, should anything happen. You two both have the right to be aware of this. This isn't like you, Awari. This must be top secret. You're telling us? You've become sentimental, haven't you? You really think an immortal idiot can succeed in anything he'll do? The average strength of shinobi has been dropping, yes, but those that remain capable are stronger than ever. We're all a testament to that. Your students, as foolish and weak as they are, they're better than the average shinobi their age. And my son, as foolish as he may be, is making strong progress too. You're right. Whatever was I afraid of? But one last thing, just in case something does happen to me. You remember our old team meeting spot? I'll send something there for both of you. Also, my team's fairly nosy, and they'll have probably been listening in on everything that we've been saying, so no point hiding on anything if they try to ask.
The door falls open. We all fall through.
So we fall out.
And they all walk back inside towards everyone. And Owari says, "All right, everyone. Well, I'm afraid I must be taking my leave now.
You're
everyone,
leaving?
meet me tomorrow morning. I have a little bit of an announcement to make towards you all, explaining everything. Meet me at the training field." He walks on out, and Orgeko stumbles out in his drunken stupor.
I've been waiting for this. I need to write a letter.
Gee. He put it up earlier. I was like, is that a freaking letter, dude?
All right, what were we gonna ask?
I was asking Rook where the bathroom is.
GG.
He points towards the bathroom.
Cool, be right back.
He has brought this into his real life. That deserves a
It's
spirit there.
role playing.
That's-
That's great role playing. And so Rook continues eating. He goes, "All right, well, everyone, you're free to go whenever you're done eating now."
4 hours later, Silas is still eating. Oh god.
You completely cleaned off everything that's in there.
Boy,
Well, it's been
you
20.
guys know how to cook some food.
Oh, thank you. I've had to do my best with these two.
They're lovely daughters, and you're a nice man.
Thank
and you're
you.
a nice man. Ken, have fun.
Ken just kind of chuckles. Thanks. At which point you can already see that the girls are braiding Ken's hair.
You'll get used to it.
Officer Rook, before I leave, do you have an envelope that I can
yeah.
have?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
Keep doing this.
And then I go home.
All right.
It was nice meeting you.
And you as well. We look forward to having you here in our village.
Thanks for the food, Rick. I'll leave as well.
Mhm.
Hajime returns from the bathroom.
Everybody's gone.
Took him 4
How
hours.
long was
to
I
use
in
the
there?
bathroom. For 4 hours.
4 hours,
You
apparently.
blew it up, man. You blew it up.
Cooked.
No,
So, you know.
around what
So-
time is it?
Gonna... it's been 4 hours, so it's around midnight.
We ate till midnight. Oh, man,
Yeah. You're the one who said you ate for 4 hours.
I did. I know that much. My guy was hungry.
Yeah, everyone else was roped into it with you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
felt
they had
bad
to-
for leaving early.
They had to chill.
Too
with me
too
while I
too
ate.
polite to leave when it's not before everybody else. But
I mean, thank goodness that Lane brought a book and finished it while she, sitting there.
yeah,
And Hajime
Alright.
Hajime had to take a real big dump.
It's just like a water fountain.
I mean, do you not know what's in me and what I can create from inside of me? Yeah.
Oh god.
Plug is great.
Were you training in there? Is that what you're doing? Water.
Water dragon out of the toilet.
Just a shitty dragon. Literally a shitty dragon.
The new
A
skill.
water dragon coming out of his pee hole.
Oh god. That'd be the most terrifying piss ever if you could fucking turn into your chakras coming out.
Anyway,
Imagine like the fucking little race in Skyrim.
TG.
Yeah.
The little ice things.
ooh, ice out the
Is
penis.
GG.
Alright, anyway, so everyone goes home and rests.
Negative.
No.
Well, Before I rest,
Alright, who's
I'd
first?
like Lane's first.
Unless it's good.
We're going in order, right?
All right, Lynn, what are you doing?
So I'm gonna go home and sleep.
All right, Shiro.
I'm gonna go to. I'll let Silas go first. I'm passing it.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
can
see what he's gonna
pose.
say.
Hajime.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm just gonna go home. Actually, you know
All
what?
right,
I'm gonna go with
Silas.
Silas.
Yay!
All right, Silas, what are you doing?
I was just gonna go home and write a letter.
All right,
I won't say
No.
to who yet, but write a letter.
Gyaku.
all right.
Patrick is right next to you. Just sit down.
I'm over there like this.
Just cover
So
the
you're gonna
letter.
let Hajime into your house then?
No, I just say thanks for walking me home.
Slam the door behind you.
I use the teleportation jutsu into his bedroom.
This is sure don't have that ability.
Okay, well I'm going home then.
What?
Shiro.
So I'm actually gonna go to Warren's house.
Okay.
Knock on his door.
He opens it. Oh, Shiro, what can I help you with?
Yeah. Can we talk?
Sure.
Everybody that has a headset listens now.
Let me turn the radio off.
What can I help you with,
There's no
Shiro?
chance for metagames. Alright, so it's about earlier. It's something I'm curious about, so I thought maybe we could do exchange of information. Something that interested me. About why the God Killer. I thought you were gonna make a bigger response. Why the God Killer's after you.
Okay. Roll a gather information check.
Alright. Hey, wait, is that the right one? Nah.
Fail.
Yeah, +4.
He kind of goes, well, what's the information that you have for me?
Well, it's about my Keke Genkai.
Ah, trading knowledge on Kike Genkai then.
Yeah,
Come
can't give
in.
this away.
Sit down. Well, as your teacher, I suppose it's courteous for me to go first.
That's right.
And so he looks at you. You see his eyes immediately form like a triangular shaped reticle. Which, by the way, just if you're curious, it's like 3 dashes. They're not connected at the edges.
Think Predator.
Yeah, kind of like Predator vision.
Okay.
Fun fact, I've never seen Predator. Anyway, continuing on.
You're a disgrace.
These are other references that seem to be pulled from something else that I promise you I'm not stealing this.
GG.
See as well, my ability is kind of twofold. First off, it allows me to track my opponent better, specifically one opponent who I target. Beyond that, it has a little bit more of a talented quality.
No.
It allows any ocular or visual shifting genjutsu I can immediately identify and see through. So when Kozukai used his jutsu to have me see that incident, I could immediately tell it wasn't real, on top of the fact that I already knew it wouldn't have been real. But I could immediately see through it and see exactly where he was. From the report that we have about Gyaku, saying that she was able to stop him with the genjutsu, and that's the whole reason why she got away, I believe that this is what he's referring to.
That's pretty handy. That's very handy.
Of course, other genjutsu, such as ones that would make you feel queasy, those still work, but yes, anything that requires a visual change, it doesn't affect me.
That's pretty useful.
Mhm.
So how does that aid the God Killer though?
If he takes it, then it means he can't be defeated or stopped with genjutsu.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's
From what we
Bad
can
for
tell, that seems to be his only significant weakness at this point.
It's your wife's birthday today?
Yeah.
Sorry, random. No shit, she came in here.
Oh, come on, man. It's like 10:30. You know, got all day.
that's all good. Yeah.
All right. I've showed you mine. Now you show me yours.
It's nothing. Nothing so grand. I take off my blindfold. So, pretty sure you've already seen my eyes. So this is a sign of an age-old clan, Mibu clan, if you've ever heard of it. So, only thing it allows me to do is I become stronger. My strength amplifies, to put it simply. So the stronger I become, the more I train. The faster, stronger, and more reflexive I get.
I see. Well then. It's no wonder he's after you.
How does he even know about me? No one knows about this clan. They died off ages ago.
One would say they might have died off over 100 years ago, just like his clan. I don't know.
Well, I got what I came for. I'll be on my way. I need
Of
you
course.
not to tell anybody about that also.
Of course. Don't you need to worry about that.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna leave and walk out
Sorry
quickly.
about All right. He shuts the door behind you.
Yep.
And you go home? You get home, right?
Yeah, no, I go
All
home
right.
and sleep.
So, because you're exhausted, you also don't recover chakra normally.
Oh yeah, I know. I recover the reserves first.
Yep. Which means you also can't train until that happens.
Yeah, I have no tracker.
Mhm.
So is it it's one reserve per level.
Yeah.
So it's at 5. That's gay.
So everyone else, you now have back up to max chakra. And you've also gained double your character level in health back. Since you've had a full rested, like, good night's sleep. And so now it's the next day. So I'm pretty much fully done with the official planned out session, aside from oh no, there's one more thing. So y'all go and meet Awari in the morning, right?
Yeah. So
You see he's fully dressed up in his combat gear. Kozukai, he's still there. Yeah, he's there. He woke up. Durr, I'm Kozukai. Hi, Awari. Durr. Standard Kozukai stuff.
10:30 and he's still not here. Fuck that guy.
Well, he's gone to work at this point. He's just gonna. I just hope he gets home and just sees a whole like you motherfucker.
You're leaving us.
Yeah, so Wari he says, "All right, everyone. I've unfortunately got some somber news for you. I have already been sent out on another mission, and I'm leaving immediately. Lane, I'm sorry that you and I haven't had the chance to formally be introduced, but I have to leave right now. In the meantime, if you have any questions, ask." And he hands you all a piece of paper. Here are the addresses for. Well, you know where Rook is now, but here's the address for Rugeko.
Fuck
If you have
that
any
guy.
questions, they're both far more talented than they appear. I promise you. After all, Rook has saved my life in a number of occasions, and Rugeko is probably the most talented and capable shinobi in the village, behind the Hokage.
When he's not drunk.
Well, when he's drunk, his fighting is actually better.
Crazy.
Drunken monkey.
Yeah, that's sick. Or kind of chuckles. That's actually how he received his nickname of Rugeko the Drunkard.
That is
But-
legendary.
Unfortunately, I've got to head on out now. So
Be safe.
good luck, everybody. I don't know when I'll be back. Honestly, I could be gone for up to 3 months.
Be careful.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. All right. Goodbye, everyone. And he dashes off at his lightning speed.
He can run.
And apparently he can hide.
Hey, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna train. I
Train.
need to train this up.
All right, I'll come with you guys, but I'm pretty tired.
I need to go to the Hokage's office. So
All right.
What for? Oh, personal. Okay, personal stuff. I wasn't sure if there was like something that you were thinking I instructed. Okay.
Nope.
All right. So, yeah, we can start doing that. If Silas, you have to go at any point and go spend time with your wife, I'll understand at this point. This isn't a huge situation to leave anymore.
Cool.
Otherwise,
Can we do several days worth of training, or is it just going to be like a one day thing?
5 days worth of training.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
At which point, pretty much nothing else will happen during this time, during the 5 days. Lane, you can still do your stuff, of course. And then you can still get the 5 days if you want.
yeah.
And
Okay.
Shiro will gain some stuff back. All right.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
It's
be like
pretty fun.
it's gonna be like 3 days worth of training for Shiro.
Nah, 2.
2 days, okay.
And even then, funny thing is, I have 4 skills to learn instead of 2. Like the rest of y'all.
All right, well, let's start going down. So everyone gets 5 days except for Shiro, who gets 2. So Lane, you can start doing your roles for what you want to learn.
Well, I need to talk to the Hokage about.
Want to do that
something.
first?
Yeah.
Oh, it's important.
I mean, it's not. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it is.
All right, let's go through everyone else here real quick, just to skim through it. Shiro, you're next in line, so roll 2 days worth of training. All right, so Lane, you go to the Hokage Mansion.
Okay. Can I just walk up to the Hokage's office, or is there like a secretary?
Yeah, you can pretty much just walk in.
Then I'm gonna knock on the door and then walk in.
It really shouldn't be as easy as it fucking is. All right, you knock in, and Naruto looks up and he goes, "Oh, hello. You're the new rain ninja, aren't you?"
Yeah, I am.
All right. Well, let's hope you're like the other rain ninja I know, and have a very good spirit.
Are you referring to Itsuki?
No. I'm referring to the old leader of the Rain Village.
Oh, Pain.
I was thinking not Pain as much as
Lady Angel?
what the fuck is his name? Sorry.
It's Nagato.
Nagato, thank you. I was referring to Nagato, the controller of Pain.
Anyway, I came to request your permission to learn the Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Unfortunately, I can't grant you that right now. Until you have to spend a little bit more time inside our village before I can even consider giving that your way. Plus, it's also regularly a Jonin class ability is who we save it for. But if you prove yourself and stay loyal to the Leaf Village and show that you do truly stand behind us, then we can absolutely come to an agreement.
Then I would do that then.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
One last thing is, do you know of various creatures in or around the Leaf Village that I might be able to create a blood pact with?
Well, to make a blood pact from scratch, you'd have to find the creature. If you're trying to go through the easier route and find someone who already has the summoning to summon up the contract creature, but that depends on what creature you're looking for.
I was thinking either. Well, I was thinking probably crows or ravens.
Ravens. I've got one friend who might be able to help you with that. I know he was more familiar with hawks, but who knows what he might have put under his belt now. I'd recommend going to talk to Sasuke. Unfortunately, he's currently out of the village.
Out of the village, you say?
He won't be back for about a week.
Week. Well, I would appreciate it if you would let me know where I can find him in a week.
I can send him to your residence in a week, and if he stubbornly, he might not, but if he does agree, he'll show up there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
I look forward to working with you guys more in the future.
Of course, his name's Sasuke Uchiha, so
I will keep that
that'll be him.
in mind. Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, he trained Sal's for a little bit. In one specific ability.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
It was a Sasuke Haijutsu.
Lion's Barrage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm. Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't used it yet, so. But I do have it.
I mean, I have no idea what that could be. Cough, cough.
All right, so you're not good to do training or whatever else you need.
Okie dokie.
So that is the end of our session then. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for the next one. This is actually the end of campaign 2 right here.
Oh,
A
sweet.
little bit shorter than the first one. And so we're going to enter campaign 3, which I'm hesitant as to whether or not I want to tease the name of. Like, I don't know if I want to. I mean, you reveal the name of the arc before anything else, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the 5 misfits. There we go.
No, it's so campaign 3, the Fall of Taki.
GG.
Fall of Talk.
Question:
Uh-huh.
do we get experience?
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
I'm going to go over that after the end of the recording. So thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for the next one, for the beginning of Chapter 3, or Campaign 3. Yeah. See you then. No, that was fine.
Can I make a jump check and then like a tumble check?
Well, you could if it was your turn.
But we're not in combat! When are we
All right, Silas, you're up.
I got this.
I want you to know, regularly I'd be on your side there, Kozakai, but you've been a little, yeah. Silas, go.
Fuck! Christ.